Hi guys, it's Denise here, and today I'm going to share with you a bit of it's not, I'll not say it's scar stories, but probably injury stories that I have since when I was young until now. So I'll start. I'll start. Okay, what am I saying? I'll start. I have like 9, but I have maybe few others. I count it as 10, okay, 10 injury stories. So probably the first one would be when I was in kindergarten, and I think I was around 4 years old. Is it 4 years old that I attended kindergarten? I was queuing up to go into the playroom for our national anthem, and we were waiting inside before we actually assemble ourselves. Me and my friends were just playing around, running around in the playroom. We were playing like sort of like a shuttle run thing. We were running back here and running back here, and there was at the end of the room there's a cupboard over there, and the cupboard has this like ledge, and this ledge, like, you know, the way it opens here, yeah. And I ran here. When I turn around and I want to run off, and my ankle just like this onto the cupboard right here, and it just like tear my baby tender skin off my ankle, at the back of my ankle. It's like bleeding all over, and the stain on the carpet and stuff, and everyone's like, what happened to this girl? Why is she like so clumsy? Yeah, everyone was calling me, oh, this girl is so clumsy, she just fall down and then stood there like nothing happened. It didn't really hurt until when I went to bathe and stuff. I was like, oh, it hurts when I bathe. And the second story would be the one when I was in my grandma's house. I was around, I think, 4 or 5 years old, and my grandma had this routine of giving me Ribena every day, and I would be at the kitchen. I'd be like, hey grandma, get Ribena and stuff, and she put it on the counter. It was this big, it's a glass bottle. She just put it on the counter like this. Because I was too short to reach it, probably my hands was weak, I guess. Kids' hands are weak, probably. I reached for it, I didn't hold it properly, and it drops onto my feet. Onto my little feet again. And it just gave me a cut right between my big toe and my small toe. And I have the scar right here. I don't know why it's still here. I'll show it to you. It's on my right feet. It's right here. See, it's right here, the white line here. Yeah, it was like this. It didn't hurt at first, but I just stood there and I didn't know it even cut my feet. And my grandma was like, oh, it's bleeding, quick, clean it up. I didn't even feel anything. I just stood there like a little stoning person. Anyway, so that was my second one, and the third one would be also at my grandma's house. Me and my cousin Melissa, we were playing like, we were running around the house because there was like nothing to watch on TV, and you know, when we were kids, we always like create our own adventures at home, maybe crawl under the chairs, under the table, and stuff like this, running around the house. So we were playing catching, and the room of my door was slightly open, and my cousin was outside. I was like, hey, wait for me, and then I just ran out, and I hit onto this you know, this doorknob where they have this sharp lock that comes out when you turn it and it goes in, and then it will keep the door shut. Yeah, that thing that came out, that sharp angle. I just ran into it, and then there's a huge hole at my forehead right here, like a semicircular hole like this right here. I just fall back on the ground, and I just sat there, and then my grandma came over, and like, what happened? It started bleeding, and I didn't know. Then my grandma just like put her hand here, and then she was like, oh boy, it's bleeding. And then my mom came home. She rushed home. I think she rushed home, yes. She brought me to the doctor and did those stitches. And the next day, when I went to school as usual, before I went, I put a little like zebra plaster right here, like this size, and then people in class laughed at me. They'll say, "Oh my God, Denise, you have like a freaking zebra plaster right here," and I was like, "Is that so funny? Is that so funny? You're like humiliating me." I didn't let it bother me, so that's one. This third one. The fourth one would be, you know, Beyblades. Oh my god, I love Beyblades last time, and I still do have them now. I just don't want to give them away. I just because I save money and buy them. They're like one box and it's $14.90. And you know, when I was like a kid, I don't have so much money to buy so many of these things. So I would like ask for my mom, "Hey, please let me buy some candies." But actually, you know what? I was saving up for Beyblades. Yeah, so I was with my cousin again, and we were downstairs at my grandma's house. Uh, there was this slide that comes from the playground. So we used the end of the slide, which is like a little of a sinkhole right here, like this. And there is we don't have a base stadium. If you know what base stadium means, it's for Beyblades that you rip it in and then you just spin it right inside. Yeah, and we didn't have that. Or actually, I do have a transparent one, but I didn't bring it over to my grandma's house that day. So me and my cousin and some other few kids that we know living around the block just came down to the playground, and we just hang out in the afternoons, like around 4 p.m., 3 p.m. I guess. We would just hang out there and we play with our Beyblade. We were having a Beyblade battle. It's a 3, 2, 1, and it ripped my so-called purple top, which is, I don't know what it's called, monkey or whatever. I can't remember. It's too long ago. We played like a few times, and then we played catching again. I don't know what's wrong with us. We liked catching last time, like when we were younger, and I think now I can't do it anymore. So we just ran around the playground like little kids always do, and yeah, duh, we are little kids. And the slide was here, and I was like running here, and I ran, and I was so focused on the kid that I want to catch. I didn't see the slide in front of me, and I just ran into it, and I just like face plant, and the slide just like right here, like bam, right here. And there's this huge cut right here. It's right here. I don't know, right here. I just like bam, and then this cut just went down right here, and my lips can open up like this. It was a horrible feeling. I didn't know at first, and then after that, when I found out that I cut my lip, it was bleeding. Like I was like, ouch! Why went like that? When I open my mouth, it hurts. And then for the whole maybe another 4 days, I had to eat porridge, and I have to swallow like this, like I can't stretch my mouth too much because it's like really tear apart right here, like probably half a cm. It really hurt. Okay, that one is like no joke. So that would be my fourth one, and I have another one which is also related to a lip cut. I was such a tomboy, and I was in the school hall with my friends, and we were just running for no reason again. I don't know why, probably catching again. So we were running, and this guy, you know, my school hall, it has like a whole stretch of doors, probably around 5 doors, I guess, and they were all open. And then we were playing catching for some reason, and this guy from nowhere dashed through the door. So he dashed through right here, and I was running in this direction, and we just collide like this. I think his shoulder or something, or his arm like this. It came right into my face like this. It went like that. I had a cut on my top lip right here. Yeah, so that is my fifth one, and then the sixth one is when I was in high school. I actually, me and my friends went on a field trip to Sentosa, which is a landmark in Singapore, which is famous for the beach sites. We're at this coffee shop which is quite deserted. We went there for a little toilet break. I just saw the Grease and Oily Fall, so I just walked. I didn't run, but my shoe has not enough friction at the bottom. What happened? I just like slip and fall like forward, and I landed on my knees, and then I had like this scar right here. right here, this black spot. Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, the grease are inside of my scalp, like inside of my wound. My friend, she had this so-called miracle water called, I think it's actually a perfume, but she said it has medical benefits in it, which is like, you know, Ambipur, Ambipure. I was in the basin in the toilet. I just put it on my wound, and I went like this, like, oh, it hurts so bad, seriously. But it actually worked. Okay, so that was the 6th one, and then the 7th one was just downstairs my house. I was really bleeding one day, and I decided to dare myself to go down the slope. I just went down here really fast, like, and bam, da 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 da, and my whole, you know, the bottom of your thigh near your butt area, it just like dragged against the rough floor, and I was like, ouch, but but it was just the skin that came out. There wasn't blood. Okay, that was the 7th one. The 8th one is probably the shortest one. I had this I don't know why, I can't remember, but I had pus in under my nails, under my nails here, and I went to the doctor a few times, and it's like a pimple under your nail. Okay, that is how bad it is. Pimple under your nail. And the worst part is, you know the movie Fly? Yeah, which this guy turned into a fly, and that movie really freaked me out when he flicked his nails out. And that was exactly what happened to my pus nail. My pus nail just, because there's pus underneath, and it doesn't really stick to the skin anymore. So when I squeeze the pus out, right, okay, my nail came out like half of it. And that's the 8th one. The 9th one would be knees injuries. The knees injuries. I was at Paya Lebar Air Base, which is where the hangars are, where all the planes are kept. They had this really huge carnival right there where you can cycle on the airway, the plane tracks. Yeah, the plane tracks, which is really wide for planes. I think it was 12-kilometer cycle, because it rained. We were in the car, and then we came out after the rain, and the competition started. But me and my family were riding, and then by the end of it, because there's like tons of cyclists everywhere, the floor was slippery. My bicycle was sort of like a mountain bike, and I just accidentally twist the front of it, and I just fell down straight, and landed on my knees, and there was like a huge I think it was this one. Okay, I'm not going to show you. It's probably the same as the one just now I showed you on my knee. Yeah, it's just another scar on my knee, I guess. I have a lot of scars on the knees. The knees have a lot of scars. Probably the 10 would be the other stupid scars I get. Okay, so that's all my injury story. I wouldn't call it scars because it's not very serious like those you see on MTV or those you see on YouTube. So this is my injury story. If you have any of your own, just can comment down below. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.